Alrighty then. Welcome back to another session of Kavran D&D. A recap of last time before we get into the thick of things. Having returned to the material plane, far from home, Arwen used one of her many spells to transport the party back to Rosenzen, where they met up with Matilda and Regius. The pair quickly got to work making the enchanted goggles for the party. After Stix had been to see Lord Motsignir and to get him to start upgrading his spear for the final time, and they'd been to see Sebrienne and informed her of their return, Regis and Matilda informed the party about a strange break-in that had tripped the defences Regis had set up, but nothing was taken, and no one was caught.
Really useful.
Intrigued, the party went to speak to their neighbours, Ash and Heather, to see if they'd seen anything. The conversation seemed fruitless, other than Stix picking up on the nervousness the subject of the break-in created for the pair. Therefore, the party decided to lay a trap and see if the thieves returned. They made a big display of setting off again, leaving in the evening before turning invisible once outside the city and flying their way back in. Unfortunately, unable to see each other, Stix, carrying a wild-shaped Arwen, went adrift, leaving Klari and Hugo as the only ones at the house for a while. They waited patiently as the others made their way through the streets, and while they hid watching the house, a hooded figure approached. Casting a spell Klari identified as a locate person spell, the figure then hurried off. Stix and Arwen arrived on the scene. Stix attempted to restrain the mage, only to discover they were somewhat more formidable than first appeared, creating illusions and duplicates to distract and displace themselves, calling out to a heavy-set fighter hiding in another alley for backup. The two hooded figures attempted to reach each other while battling the party. Hugo was able to burn off part of the mage's hood, revealing him to be a crystal dragonborn. Quickly, the two assailants reached each other and vanished through a dimension door. Several of the neighbors were roused during the scuffle and called guards, leading to Sebrienne being summoned as well. She was relieved the party was okay, but concerned there weren't any guards on the scene sooner. Lady Genevieve had requested that she keep some on hand when the party was in town, as she was worried something might happen to them. Still suspicious of their neighbors who had not been roused in the commotion in the streets, the party with Sir Brienne approached the house of Heather and Ash, and when shouts and pounding on the door raised no reply, she gave the order to break in the door. And this is where we pick things up. So Brienne turns to one of the several guards with her carrying, a rather heavy axe. She pulls them over and says, "Here, give me that." And she takes the axe from them, and with several heavy blows around the handle and lock, she swiftly breaks down the door, pushing it open, allowing you all to enter inside.
She's so
Woohoo.
strong.
Should you choose to do so.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen to. Oh wait, I also need to do a bunch of healings. I think I got absolutely fucking rock. Nope, never mind. No, I don't. I'm good.
I'm not a thing anymore.
Anyone
No,
anyone
you are a
need
person.
any healing at all?
Doubt it.
No.
I'm fine. No,
Okay, cool.
you
Never mind.
fine.
Okay.
Continue.
Making your way inside, you see a house very similar to your own in layout. There is a kitchen and a sitting room downstairs and a staircase that leads upwards. Coats hang by the door with shoes underneath them. And the whole place is dim and quiet in the darkness of the night. What would you like to do, standing on the threshold as you are?
Can any of us look for traps? Does anyone have like a?
You're very good at looking for things. Or at least you can make yourself very, very good at looking for things.
A natural 19.
If it was, well, I'm assuming it might also be investigation, because this is an investigation.
Yeah, I can make that.
Yeah. If obviously you have nothing else to do.
What were you looking for?
We don't really know. Anything that tells us who they are, who they really are.
Yeah. Did you get chance 20 back?
On a long rest.
Short rest as well for clerics.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's okay.
Wait, no, that's a 6th level.
Is that a 6th level? Is that not off the start?
I'm pretty sure that's the 6th though. No, it is at long rest because I, as a paladin, get it at short rest as well. Yeah, it is a short rest. I don't know. Either way, you've got it. You haven't used it today.
Yeah. Okay, I will
Oh.
use my chance to become the proficient.
Yeah, short or long rest from level wherever you get it. So, you're using your channel divinity to gain proficiency in a skill.
Yeah, in investigation.
Okay, so you now have proficiency in investigation.
Okay.
And you are attempting to lead the way looking for traps. Okay.
No, 18.
Okay. Roll that investigation check.
It's easier if I just roll a d20, isn't it?
No, just click the investigation thing down there. Like click proficiency.
Oh, I just don't want to forget to.
Yeah, and then just click it. No, and then click off.
It's
24.
actually a like,
No, 18.
yeah, and I can't roll lower than a 10.
Yeah, so 10 plus 8.
Wait, 18. No, I can't do math. Ignore me. 24.
24. I mean, if you would like an 18, you can have one.
No, she thought it was 28.
I just can't do math. Can't.
She thought 10 plus 8.
Yeah.
24.
So, standing by the front door, looking around, you don't see anything out of place. Any, the stones for the tiled floor and things like that don't appear to have been removed and replaced or anything like that. You don't see any tripwires or any mechanical sort of trap or impediment to you entering this way.
North.
Oh,
I'd say we go in then.
yeah. Head on in, and I guess, yeah, see what we can see what we find, see what we can ascertain.
Okay, yeah, you enter. There is the kitchen. There is the sitting room as well as the stairs. Looking around, you can't immediately you don't immediately spot a set of stairs that might lead down. Whether they're sort of located elsewhere or maybe they're out the back or something like that, or maybe the place doesn't have a basement. You're not sure, but they don't immediately stand out.
I have the worst investigation of all of us. So why don't I help Arwen with investigating or perceiving or whatever, and Klari can do her thing because she's amazing at it now. Work like that. So I can either help you or give you like guidance or whatever.
We all look sort of the same place.
I figure we separate because they're clearly gone, and we've got loads of guards here to help us if we need any help.
Everyone just come inside. Is this like a bungalow or is it?
No, it's like our house, like a full big house.
So we could be here.
No, they ran out. That guy's ran out.
We don't know that was before.
I want to go burst into their bedroom.
Cool.
Okay. When
I'll
you
follow.
go rushing up the stairs and
Basically,
going down the
people-
landing to the door you think would be the bedroom based on the layout of your house, and burst your way inside.
Woohoo.
Yeah. It is chaotic and messy for the most part. The bed covers are sort of strewn all over the place. There is a heavy wardrobe on one wall. There is a sort of a large chest that may have held sort of personal items or things like that that seems to have been sort of tipped over. Whether it's been sort of rummaged through or not, you're not really sure. But those are the initial things that stand out as you enter the room.
But they're not there.
No, you don't see anyone there.
Can me and Stix like look through their stuff?
Yeah. Make an investigation check. If Stix is going to help you, you can have advantage.
Second help.
Is that investigation?
Nope, that's intimidation. There you
Can I not intimidate all the clothes into telling me their
go.
secrets?
No. So you find that this sort of chest that's been tipped over seems to have contained sort of makeups and powders and several smashed bottles of perfume. You think you recognize a very floral scent comes over you as you pick it up. There seems to be some sort of makeup or like vanity case or something like that. The bed itself, there's not much to it. It just seems to be sort of a tangled mess of clothes and things like that. The wardrobe, you open it up and look inside. There are various sets of clothes, one for a man and one for a woman. You notice that the woman's ones are quite small, as if, but it also seems to be sort of the style of an elder lady.
This was never their fucking house.
Yeah, it's definitely not their house.
Yeah.
Is there any like things with someone's pictures on them?
No, they don't. Nothing with a picture or anything like that stands out to you from what you found. The only other odd thing is you seem to find several long scratches in the floor by the wardrobe.
Is there a false back to the wardrobe or a lock or something?
Yeah, if there's scratches along the floor, I'm going to move them. I'm going to try and push the wardrobe away the scratches.
Yeah. So you start to shift this wardrobe, pushing it to the side. It's quite heavy. It's quite an old piece of well-made furniture. It's a little bit heavy for you, Stix, but you're strong enough to shoulder this thing to the side with Arwen's help. Leaving a few more scratches in the same direction floor. And behind it, there is a open section of wall.
Did you mean like furniture scratches?
Yeah.
Like werewolves?
No, I said scratches in the floor.
Yeah, like someone's turned into a werewolf and been like, "Oh, I need to hide in the cupboard."
That was my first thought as well.
Where is
I'm so glad Ben was on your wavelength.
So behind the wardrobe, there is this like crack and like opening in the plaster of the wall. Where is Klari at this point? Klari, have you split up or are you still with Arwen and Stix?
Clary was going to search for like, see if there's a basement. I did entries, but you guys kind of
Found one.
found it, yeah.
But I guess if you've gone and done that, you don't know.
And that's the thing. So, but... Is the bedroom upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our house.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
exact same.
So I guess Clary would be looking downstairs trying to see if she can find a basement.
Okay, yeah, make another investigation check then.
Oh, that's great. 18.
It's 11. Make a wish.
An 18. So you are looking around, and both the sitting room seems somewhat lived in, although the fire certainly seems cold, and you would maybe have expected it to have sort of some fresh ashes or something like that in it. But it seems that someone spent some time in here recently. But the thing that does stand out to you is the fact that it's sort of the dust that has settled over the kitchen table, worktops, the utensils all just seem to be covered in a layer of dust as if it's been disused for some time. And what you do spot is at the wall that makes up sort of the underneath of the stairs, there seems to be a smear of some wine or something like that on the floor, almost sort of like a small streak that just seems to hit the wall and stop. Whereas you imagine sort of a splash of that nature would have gone sort of up the skirting a little bit, and crouching down and reaching your hand out to it, you find that where the back of the stairs would be, there has been an illusion, excuse me, an illusion cast over what was the bottom of the stairs. And poking your head through, you can see that there is another set of stairs leading down into a basement. But we will cut back to Arwen and Stix, because Klari has found them. Unless anyone wants to give some sort of shout and to
I was going to say I'd
contact the
probably
other group.
let you guys know I found the basement. I'm not.
So Stix and Arwen, you are standing there in front of this opening in the wall that leads into like a small, sort of part between the walls or something like that. And you hear this shout from Klari saying she's found the basement. What would you like to do?
Very briefly out of game, and I was briefly distracted because Apex have got rid of the whole battle pass thing. They've now released it, put it back to where it was. Good job. Anyway, actually the first split is now free. Then that's.
So now giving conflict without
Yeah,
new
it's
metal
free.
frames, that would be.
But it's only 6 free levels. But still, whatever.
But still,
Anyway.
that means we're getting.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're in this. So we've moved the thing to the side,
Yeah.
and there's a small room.
There's an opening. There's an opening in the wall, and if you put your head inside, you can see it sort of goes along a bit, almost like between the skins of the wall. And then there is a very narrow, very steep set of stairs, almost like a ladder.
Is it
that
going
leads
up or
up.
down?
That
Oh,
leads
up.
up.
I'm gonna give.
And
Oh.
at that point, as you've sort of looked in and seen that, you hear Klari shout that she's found the basement. Brienne, I'm saying, is with Klari at this point, with Arwen and Stix and Hugo rushing up the stairs.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm going to quickly go up the stairs because I'm intrigued and I've got my head halfway through a wall.
Before she goes up, I'm just gonna tap her on the shoulder to give her guidance, just in case. But yeah, you're good.
Okay. Are you going up? Is Arwen going up alone then? Or is Stix following her?
I'm gonna call back down to Clary. Hold on, we found something. Don't go down there. Give us 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna follow behind Arwen, but have guidance on you, just in case.
Okay. The three of you with Hugo, squeezing through this sort of narrow passageway, head up this very steep sort of stairs/ladders into and then you find there is another sort of like opening in the wall, and it leads you back into like an attic above. It's very small and cramped. The ceiling is very low. You'd struggle to stand up anywhere other than in the very center of the room. But as you all enter the room, a small orange like light flicks on, a small sort of crackling ember in the center of the ceiling, illuminating the space around you.
Is
And
there
you can
anything?
you can see that against in one corner there is a large mirror, and then there is a small table with several notebooks on it.
I hope these are picture books.
Yeah, I'll just use Druidcraft to create like a little like candle flame thingy.
Yeah, okay. You create another source of light.
Yeah, just because you said it was like a small, and I'll just create another small source of light, and then look at some of the titles of the books and the piece of paper and things like that.
So the books themselves don't appear to be. They're not titled, but they look more like the sort of things like a journal that you might have.
Right. Okay. I'll pick this up because you're not going to read a whole journal right now. I'll pick it up, maybe give it to Arwen so she can put it in the back holding, and we can read that later.
Does anyone have detect magic?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, I do. I'd
Oh,
like to
you're
detect magic.
I think you're a druid as well, so you could do it as a ritual.
Yeah, well, I think I get it for free.
Oh, really? Oh,
Do I?
nice.
Oh no, maybe I don't. Is it there?
I don't see it there.
No, I don't. But that's fine. Okay. I would like to detect magic, please.
Yeah, you cast detect magic. The light that obviously sprang into existence above you is magical. Is an evocation magic. The mirror in the corner is magical, and you can see that there is a small square, as if like sort of where one of the tiles is, that is magical as well.
What kind of magic?
The mirror would be transmutation, and the little square on the wall or the ceiling would be illusion.
Can I put my finger in it?
So going up to the hole in the ceiling,
Yeah.
you find that there is a small hole that you can actually peer through, and you reckon that there must be you can see the street and your house outside of it, and you reckon that there's probably an illusion to cover this hole from the outside.
Oh, so it's just a peephole.
Yeah.
Okay. And the light is only a light.
The light
Magic.
is you get an evocation source of magic from it.
So evocation is
Creation.
okay.
Generally.
Yeah.
So it's not like gonna explode.
Probably
Use another
not.
source
I
of
would,
magic.
Okay.
I would
And there is
assume
also
that purpose evocation.
there is also an abjuration source of magic on the wall
What's
where you came in.
abjuration?
Like generally like protection spells and things like that.
Oh shit. Can I dispel the abjuration one?
You can try.
I'd like to.
Okay, roll me for it.
What level is alarm?
Alarm
Does
is
anyone
first
know?
level.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
You clicked cancel there.
Oh shit. I mean, oh no. That didn't do shit.
Nope. You need to do D20 plus wisdom.
Oh, I'm not very good at this game, sorry.
It's fine. It's only been 3 years.
D20. Oh, bloody hell. Plus wisdom. Where's my wisdom? 3. 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. 21's good.
Yeah, there is like
I
a crack through the air, and like a little, almost like pane of glass shatters.
Cool. I mean, hopefully now no one. Well, they know we're here, but hopefully no one kills us.
I mean, to be fair, I think they definitely knew we were going to come here anyway after this whole kerfuffle,
Yeah, but
and the guards were here, so I think it's fine.
Okay.
I felt like there was going to be a trap somewhere, and I forgot to look for them.
All right. Well, I'll come back to you guys in a second. Klari, are you doing anything? Are you exploring anywhere else? Are you going down into the basement, or are you just waiting
We'll stealth and have a look, like peek in the basement.
Okay. Roll me some stealth then. Okay. So you creep down very carefully, and even with your sure footing, Brienne. So Brienne, sort of behind you and whispers, "Are you sure we should be? They said to wait." But as you proceed, she attempts to creep along behind you. Not bad. Not as good. And she creeps down with you. And as you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see the same thing. This, in the center of the room, this light flickers into being on the ceiling. This small sort of source of glowing fire lighting up the room around you. And you can see that the scene around you is an absolute horror scene. In one corner, there lies 5 corpses, dried, desiccated husks. And there is a 6th body lying on a table. This table has had 2 of its legs cut, so it is slanted. And lying there, chained hand and wrist with a tube coming out of one of his wrists, is what looks to be a male guard, and the tube runs into a bottle where it just slowly drips. On one side of the room, you can see that there are a number of shelves. Those shelves are filled with dark red bottles.
We're in a bad house.
No, these people
Am I aware of anyone else in the room, given that if anyone is invisible or hiding?
You don't spot anyone invisible or hiding, and don't sense anyone invisible or hiding around you. As you enter, and at the sound of Brienne's footsteps, this figure, this guard lying on the table, seems to open his eyes and sort of moans very weakly.
moans very weakly. Alive.
I mean, because they go over to help them. Sure. Can I disconnect him from this tube that's...
Yeah. So you move over. Brienne swiftly follows behind you and starts helping you disconnect things, and begins to wrap some cloth from her cloak sort of around his wrist and things like that. And he moans, sort of very softly, and he tries to sort of raise one of his released hands, seemingly gesturing to the ceiling or something like that. But we will cut back to you in a moment. Arwen and Stix, you are in this secret attic room. You've found some diaries, some journals. Arwen has found a peephole to look through to see the street beyond, and there is also what looks to be a mirror.
I want to look at the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we look at the mirror? Do you see any magical shit on the
I
mirror?
see myself holding the house cup.
You look at the mirror. The mirror is a very tall, full-length mirror with a gilded golden frame. Etched around the outside of the frame are fiendish figures. Stix, you would immediately recognize these to be different types of devils. Starting at the bottom, almost holding the mirror up, are imps and various lower tiered devils. As you go higher and higher around the edge of the frame, the devils become more powerful. You get barbed devils, bone devils, Ironice. Almost on the shoulder of the mirrors itself are two pit fiends. Their arms outstretched, holding almost like you'd see people carry a palanquin,
What?
like a platform
Like
with
the Greek people had
yeah
when they
um,
just lounge on it.
yeah,
people would
and
hold
people
them.
have to carry them around
Yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, cool.
But sat on a gilded golden chair is this beautiful woman with black raven wings and a fiery halo. A sword rests across her knees.
Do I recognize her?
Make me a history check.
Because it's the woman. I think it's the
I
woman.
think we would recognize her because I think I know who she is, but I think we.
Well, if you think you know who she is, then
If I say, is it this person? Can you say yes or no?
Yeah.
And then if you say no, can I make a history check?
yeah, if you think you know who it is, then
Okay, hold on. I do know it's
Zariel.
either Lily. No, no, that's the wrong thing.
Ben just said a name.
Oh, did you?
Zariel.
Oh,
The
yeah,
person
that one.
That she's chained up in the Nine Hells,
The
and
crystal lady.
Indeed.
Hell
Yeah.
crystal.
Hell Crystal Lady. Yes, this is indeed
it's-
Zariel.
we did some looking. We did
Yes.
some library research, or Klari did it, and we kind of looked over our shoulder at some library research for
Yes.
Zariel. That was.
And as the two of you sort of exchange this and come to this recollection, there is a sudden flash of light, and can both of you make dexterity saving throws, please?
No.
As the
You-
sphere of
What's
light
the
in the ceiling explodes.
Oh, for goodness sake, I knew it was going to explode.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know
shit.
it was going to explode. I thought it was just some nice mood lighting.
You've rolled that,
I know I've rolled it
with
with advantage. I'm
advantage.
fully aware.
so just roll it normally.
Yeah, plus 5.
20. Should I do Hugo or
Right.
is he?
Yes, you'll need to do Hugo as well.
Shouldn't have really asked. Right.
Also has a plus 5.
Just let him live. Oh, he's fine.
Oh, you got a 30.
He is absolutely fine. Please don't roll so many dice. We don't like that in this house.
I think this house is coming down, guys.
Oh no, Clary's in the basement.
oh no, with a load of bodies.
Oh god.
Oh, I would not want to get crushed in with that.
I don't think they're just bodies.
And we're in the attic, so
They can't get any stuff.
well, it's
Sorry.
breakfast at this point. Surely that just means the top floors is
There we go. Body sit down.
living now.
Body sit down. Body sit down.
So,
Stix, you take 71 fire damage. Halved because this is a spell.
oh, brilliant. Okay, so I take
Arwen,
30.
you take
5.
71 fire damage, halved because you saved to 30, and halved again to 17 because you're resistant to fire.
And
Hugo,
halved again because she's within 10 feet of me.
so
and
you,
it's a
so you take 8 points of fire damage. Hugo takes nothing because he has evasion.
8.
Okay. And then we will cut back to you guys in a moment.
God, I love being resistant to fire.
Klari, as you're down in the basement,
We've
and
got a lot.
you suddenly, you and Brienne have released this figure's hands, and Brienne is sort of trying to help him sit up a little bit. You hear this sudden detonation, this boom in the house above you, and the whole house shakes. Dust falls from the ceilings, the bottles and the shelves rattle. One of the shelves itself actually tips over, spilling a cascade of bottles on the floor that spill this thick red liquid.
Ew.
What would you like to do?
What happened?
Get a straw.
Reading the apex. Yes.
She missed that. Sorry. Could
So-
you?
Yeah. So, as you are, Brienne is helping this man sit up. You have released his hands, and she's like bandaging, but his feet are still chained. She's just trying to sort of, coax him round a little bit. You hear this detonation above you. The whole house shakes. Dust falls and bits of plaster fall from the ceiling. One of these shelves tips over, spilling the bottles, and they shatter all over the floor. And the dark red liquid is spilled all over the place, splashing your feet as well. In this sort of confined space.
The chains. Can I attempt to pick the locks on them?
Yes, yes, you can. There are 2 chains, so it'll be 2 picking checks.
25.
Yeah, with a practiced hand, you manage to quickly pick one, followed by the other. As this figure is released and he sort of slides down and slumps, Brienne sort of tries to sort of shoulder him over, over one shoulder. He again sort of raises his hand and weakly sort of tries to gesture, but he seems too weak to speak at the moment.
Is he does it seem like he's pointing at something? Or...
Yeah, he's lifting his hand and pointing. Seems like he's trying to point towards the ceiling.
Can I use my ring to talk to Klari?
This is all sort of happening instantaneously. We'll come back to your situation momentarily.
Okay.
I mean, you have just been
You
blown
have
up,
heard
so
us.
I'll give you like a sentence.
Yeah,
Through
that's
your
what I
ring?
want.
Yeah.
Check the light on the ceiling.
Okay. You get a message from Arwen that says, "Check the light on the ceiling."
Boom.
Did you say boo?
Boom.
Oh, boom.
It's part of the sentence.
Oh, okay.
Don't know what my little word limit is. 4 seconds. I don't know.
It's message, isn't it? It says no limit.
25 words.
Oh,
On
okay.
message.
Check the light on the ceiling. Could be an explosion. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, right, cool. So, are there any vials of this red liquid that are still intact, or if every single one?
Yes, there was 2 shells. One of them fell off the wall and shattered. The other one has several of these bottles. They're like wine bottle size. They're quite large.
Can I take one of the bottles, and then I'm going to help Brienne get the guy out the room before it probably explodes.
Okay. Yeah. So you quickly rush over and grab one of these, and then it'll be an athletics check to make your way out. You can either give Brienne advantage, or you can make it yourself, or you can make one each to hurry this guy out of the room between the 2 of you.
I will aid Brienne because I feel like she's better at it.
Yep, no worries. So, yeah, that's a 19 and 11. So, yeah, with a 27 for her, between the 2 of you, you're able to quickly rush out of this room, back up the stairs, and as you reach the top of the stairs, this thing detonates, and the whole house shakes again. You manage to sort of rush this guy out fast enough that you seem to have avoided the initial blast, but having had its roof and then its foundations rocked, the house is starting to come down. Going back upstairs to the two of you, there is a large hole in the ceiling, but also an equally large hole in the floor. You guys are pushed to the outer edges of this room, and bits of ceiling start falling through the hole into the bedroom below.
Question: where was the mirror? I was imagining it was in like a corner.
Yes, it was. So
Okay, so
you're
I'm
like
still next
right
to the
up
mirror.
against this mirror. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a full height mirror, the size of a person.
Can I put my hand on the mirror?
Yes.
Does my hand go through the mirror?
It does not.
Can I look into the mirror?
It's quite dusty and quite difficult at the moment, but yes, you can see yourself in the mirror.
Can I see anything else in the mirror?
No.
Is anything going on in this mirror?
Not at a glance. You can't see anything, but it was
Can
magical.
I smash the mirror?
Make an attack roll. What are you trying to smash it with?
Don't smash it. I'm as Arwen's just trying stuff because obviously the building's coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say we can get Remus to look at it later.
Remus.
It's Remus, right? I didn't get that wrong.
Regis.
Regis. You said a Harry Potter thing earlier. And you got it in my head. So I'm just gonna grab it and
use it as a parachute.
Is it liftable? Can I?
It is liftable, but it is heavy. You know, it is a full size piece of, sort of like a 5 foot tall, full height mirror. So it is, like a 5 foot by probably 18-inch sheet of glass, and then, an equal size piece of silver on the back with a gold framing edge. So it is very heavy. Strong enough to carry, but heavy.
1 sec. I'm just trying to remember something about last session. Did I use my dimension door?
No.
Yes, you
Oh.
attempted to dimension door out of the phantasmal prism, or whatever it's called.
I see.
Yes,
Right.
because he couldn't misty step out because he couldn't see, so he tried to dimension door, and dimension dooring made him take damage.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to teleport. It doesn't say. Misty Step doesn't say whether it takes things you're carrying or not.
Yeah, but like you don't like lose your clothes.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Because usually it's stuff like, for example, like
Stick it
dimension
up your
door.
shirt and just misty step. You'll be fine.
The speed where you can bring along objects so long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. Misty Step doesn't say that. So, but then also like when I Misty Step, I don't lose all my shit. I mean, if you did, that would be a great nerf to Misty Step.
You're 30 feet away and naked.
Yeah. It'd be like,
Okay, what are you guys doing? The ceiling is crumbling around you. It is crumbling into the hole, and as you're sort of, initially like grabbing hold of this mirror, you suddenly feel the ground beneath you rock as well, and the whole house and tiles start falling much, much quicker out of the ceiling.
Well, I was going to ask, can I Misty Step with the mirror?
Not from its current position. You'll have to drag it over to one of the holes, either the hole in the floor or the hole in the ceiling, to be able to see out.
But no,
yeah.
Isn't the hole in the wall right next to him? The little peephole?
No, the peephole is in a different position.
Oh, what? I have imagined this room wrong.
Okay, so I'm going to Misty Step to the hole in the ceiling. Like to the very edge of the sort of, the hole in the top of the roof. So now I'm like standing on the edge of the roof.
Okay. It's quite precarious. There's not much left, and it is not a strong structure. So make a dexterity saving throw, or no, make an acrobatics check to maintain your balance as you emerge.
JJ saving throw abilities and decided against it. That's an 11.
An 11. When you watch as Stix misty steps out of this gap, you see him appear on the edge of the roof, and with the weight of this mirror, it's so heavy and sort of so cumbersome, and the building is shifting under him. You watch as he starts to lose his balance, and you know he's not going to be able to keep it.
That is fine. I'm fine.
Sorry, I just need to check how long things take to cast. So, okay, say if I cast something, will I have to wait until he's hit the floor to basically tell them to do something?
It depends what it says. Do they just act or?
Oh no, because it would be that they'd
It's
get
essentially
turn.
one turn. Stix is
Yeah.
used his action to pick up the mirror, and then his bonus action to Misty Step.
Okay, can I conjure like a big eagle, like a giant eagle or something?
Yeah.
They're chunky,
Mm-hmm.
hefty dudes.
Yeah.
Do you know what challenge rating of giant eagle is?
No, not off the top of my head. It's probably like a half or something. You can have that back as well.
Giant eagle
It's definitely not over 2. So
rating.
Giant Eagle 1.
Okay, I'm gonna get 2 giant eagles, please,
Okay.
and I'll tell them to help Stix, please.
Okay.
To like grab him.
Okay.
One grab him, one grab the mirror. And like just to stabilize.
Okay. So appearing above you, Stix, and these 2 eagles appear and manage and grab hold of you and the mirror, stabilizing you on the roof. Arwen, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Of course. I'm gonna tell Hugo to fly out, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he's gonna do
Can
that.
he make a dexterity save as he leaves as well?
Oh no, baby.
So Arwen, you manage to avoid most of the debris and things like that's come down. Hugo, as he sort of rushes out, he takes 4 bludgeoning damage from various bits of ceiling just continue to topple in.
If he's got evasion, does he have evasion?
He does, yes.
How does evasion work? Sorry.
Half damage on saves, no damage on saves, half damage on fails.
So he can have half damage.
Yeah,
Sorry, what? How much damage did you
it was
say?
4.
4. So he's 2. 4.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay.
Good voice.
Going back downstairs. As the whole house shakes underneath your feet, Klari, and you have this soldier over one shoulder and Brienne's arm wrapped around his back, the 2 of you are doing a good job of moving quickly towards the front door when a piece of the ceiling falls in. Maybe some of the chimney breast or something like that has collapsed, and a large beam shatters and falls down, blocking sort of across the door, blocking your way.
Like, is it completely blocking the door? Like, there's no space to even come through?
You can still see a little bit of the way out, but a lot of sort of like debris in this. The main blockage is this large beam, but there's like smaller bits around it. You can still see out and possibly squeeze through the gap, but you don't reckon you could get this guard through the gap in the state that he's in.
Do I see a window nearby?
Yeah, the kitchen has windows and things like that.
That we could fit him through?
Potentially, yeah, you rush over. You don't think you could maybe open it wide enough to fit a person through, but if you smashed it, you might be able to.
Yeah. Okay. Can I smash the window?
Yeah, make an attack roll for me. Well, actually, how are you smashing it? It would probably be a better question to ask.
Throw the man a window.
Can I just use like the back of my dagger?
Yeah, that's no problem. You just make an attack roll with that and just.
Why does no one want to throw the man a window?
Yeah. So yeah, with this sort of like surge of strength, you manage to just, and it's one of these like leaded windows because there's lots of little panes. So you repeatedly strike at this window, busting out numerous panes until the whole thing sort of collapses and you push the whole thing out, making a large space for you to hop through, or for someone to climb through and pass through.
Are there more guards outside of the house?
Yes, there are several guards outside of the house sort of standing around. Some of them look a bit stunned. You can see a few of them are sort of rushing towards the house. A couple of them are sort of ushering people away as bits of debris, tiles and things have been like blasted off the roof and thrown around.
Can I shout out then for someone to come and help us get him through the window?
Yeah, you call out, and several of the guards rush over in your direction. Like, is everything all right? Are you hurt? What happened? And sort of looks past you. He's like, Brienne, and then it's like, is that Miles? And then she's like, they all begin to help this individual out. Stix, you are precariously balanced on a roof, supported by 2 eagles.
Yes. Well, one eagle, because the other one was grabbing the mirror. So I'm being like supported by this eagle, and I'm gonna go, eagle, fly me to the ground, and I'm gonna push forward off the roof. Imagining it's holding my arms, so I'm just sort of gonna try and get to the ground.
Stix takes a leap of faith off the roof.
Yeah,
because an
eagle's
Trusting
carrot.
Arwen's eagles.
Yeah, no, Arwen's eagle. That's a bold choice.
No,
I
it's not a
know
bold
that
eagle.
I know I can take this eagle down in a heartbeat, in a second. What did you say?
I said it was a bold choice, and Abby said it wasn't a bold eagle.
I can't think of any other eagles at the moment.
Is it a crested eagle?
I don't remember any eagles. Just a big one.
Well, it's not feeling very well anymore. It's a nearly eagle.
Nice.
Yes, you step off the roof and float majestically to the ground, supported by this eagle. Arwen, what are you doing? You are still not trapped, but still backed into the corner of this room. More bits of the hole has got larger in the roof, and you can see the hole in the floor has got larger as well.
I'm not worried. I'm going to the hole in the floor, does it go all the way down?
It looks like it leads into the bedroom below you. Bits of debris and tiles are sort of like falling through.
And I'm going to. How many more pile shapes do I have? I think I've got one more. And it's the night time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to be a sparrow. No, a blue tit.
A blue tit.
Yes.
Okay. And you're
I would
attempting
like to go through that little hole.
Through the little hole. Okay. That is on the other side of the room.
I'd like to go round the big hole to the little hole.
Okay. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me? 16. Yeah. As a small blue tit, you do manage to avoid all the debris, and you get to this small peephole in the wall.
Excellent. Like to fly out of it.
You can fly out.
Woohoo.
And you all successfully manage to escape the house, which over the course of the next minute or so completely sort of crumbles and folds in. The roof collapses in on itself, and this big cloud of dust is spread across the street. Everyone in the street, everyone for several streets, is awake now at the sound of this explosion.
I would like to So Hugo is gonna perch on the top of the mirror that is now on the ground next to Stix, and
It's not that big.
oh, isn't it? I thought it was big.
I mean, it's 5 foot tall, but it's not big enough for Hugo to perch on.
Okay, well, Hugo will perch on Stix's head, and Arwen will sit on Clary's shoulder.
Well, if Stix is okay with that, he now has Hugo on his head.
Yeah, that's cool.
He saw Arwen just flutter down and sit on Clary's shoulder and went, "Oh, I like doing that when I was little." Plonk.
I'm like, you know how like people in like Africa and stuff like balance like water on their head. I'm balancing a Hugo.
You look
Yeah.
like one of those you know the snake, not snake things, the car places that go like whoop.
The wacky wavy
Yeah, that's what he
inflatable
looks
arm
like.
man.
Yeah. I'm trying to balance Hugo on his head.
Okay. Okay. But you have all successfully managed to escape.
Yay! We're alive.
So how was the basement? I say through the ring.
Good. Can you tell me what's going on? Yeah, I'm dark today. Thank you. Did I come up?
Still in the building.
No.
Who's that
The
man?
building's like building is like it's rubble now.
Yeah, it's basically completely collapsed.
There is a lovely new plot of land to purchase if you want it.
Oh, guys!
Let's
A
extend.
second house.
If you saw what I saw in the basement, this place is haunted. But yeah, also there was
I think that's kind of cool.
I'm
But
gonna
also,
show you guys the bottle of what I'm pretty certain is blood. There was just so many bottles of this red liquid in there, and that poor guard was hooked up and they weren't moving it from
Did you try putting it back in?
dead bodies.
more vampires.
I'm
Jesus
guessing
Christ.
she didn't.
If it was a vampire, she would have just saved the blood from the bees and themselves.
No, because like you can only suck so much blood at one point, and then you don't want to have to keep this person alive for the entire time. It means you got to feed them.
Way too much work for one bomb. I would assume, but
Well, there was 2 of them, and also put it in a little baggie, put it in the freezer, defrost it in the microwave.
Oh my god! Ice lollies!
Yeah.
Yum!
Maybe we should get some for Regis when he gets hot. It's blood ice.
I'm worried that Regis. I mean, he's surely can like smell blood or whatever, can't he?
We look back to our house and Regis is up against the window. Like
It's like, oh.
that would be fucking horrifying. Guys.
Are
Sounds
vampires
like
undead?
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
Can
They
I
are.
primeval awareness, please?
What are you primeval awarenessing?
Oh,
I forget, is it specifically undead or is it?
no, I get. I know in a mile. Aberrations, celestials, dragon, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, there it is. Undead, there is dragons. What else was it, sorry?
Celestials, fiends,
Celestials, fae, fiends, and undead.
elementals.
Elementals. There is undead, there is dragons. Oh, and aberrations. And I think that's it.
Is there multiple?
Does it say whether you learn if there are multiple?
Oh, okay.
Doesn't reveal location or number. So there are dragons and there are undead.
If I run a mile in that direction, how far's a mile? Is that quite a long way?
I mean, it's reasonably far. Significant portion of the city.
Oh, that's a lot of effort. Does anyone know how to like identify someone's being more closely? Because I want to see if that man is an undead.
Sense. I cast divine sense.
Which man?
It is a
The one who's just been pulled from the rubble.
the
Right.
level or undead. I know.
Within what radius?
Within a 60-foot radius that I can see.
No, there is not.
Oh, perfect. This man is fine. Just a man who seems a bit pale. Someone get that man a drink.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
being tended to by several guards and things like that.
Good.
Well, don't crowd the man.
Yeah, and sort of as you're using these abilities and things like that, Brienne breaks off from the group of guards, looking after this one, and comes over to you all. Oh, that was more excitement than I was anticipating for the evening. At least I know where my missing guards have gone.
They're all... Wait, I don't know that they're dead. Where did they go?
Well, they were in the basement. That's probably the best way
Why
to
didn't
describe
you
it.
take them out with the other guy?
They were already
Indeed.
dead.
Well,
Oh, I could have reincarnated them into like fish.
It's just like
fish people.
I think they would maybe have been happier to be at peace than be fish. But
I think they were
thank you.
drained of all of their blood. I don't think that's very peaceful. I think being a fish and having all of your blood is probably more peaceful than a husk.
Probably yes. Did you find anything else out? I'm still just sort of. I think you have this giant mirror.
Yes, new decor. We quite fancied it for the living room.
Yes. Also, Clary, you've got to identify. Can you identify this mirror?
You think I'm being
Weird.
serious?
I mean, she looks at it and goes,
Not my taste.
I mean, it's covered in devils. You know that, right?
Yes.
And you're gonna put that in.
A reminder.
I mean, after what Genevieve's told me about you, I'm not
It'd
surprised.
be the table centerpiece.
That is too big for a table.
No. It's fine.
Really big tables.
Exactly. Do you know how
Big-
much bacon we got to fit on these tables? Our tables are huge.
Oh, we can't put. Oh my god! If you put bacon on a mirror, oh, the grease. That would not be fit for purpose. If it was a mirror afterwards. It'd be horrible.
Ah, well, at least I see the bacon from all sides. Yum.
Well, other than this creepy mirror, did you find anything else?
There was a peephole looking at our house. These people were pervs. And they also, I think, killed their previous owners that were super old. Do you have like a census?
No, not really.
Oh, for goodness sake.
We live in a city without a census. We don't know who we're living with. How many people are here? What kind of place is
What if
this?
they're all
I mean, have you got the
criminals?
time to count them all and do all that?
Do I look like I've
That's
got
why
the
you
time?
unleash your
No, do
sensors.
I look like I've got the time?
What?
My guards are being eaten by people.
I'm not saying it's your fault, by the way. I'm just saying it's generally this city.
You're head of
Rosenzen.
the guards, not the political party. Calm down, love. Goodness me.
Just, it's been one hell of an evening.
Devils.
Yeah.
All right. Did you find out anything else
Not
about who was masquerading as those people and staying here?
not sure. We found a book. I can't read,
Well, yeah,
so
kind of about journals and stuff. And I'll give them some of the journals and diaries and things that I found out with the
There are
Stix.
two. There are two journals. Are you giving them both?
I mean, I don't think she's got the time. I think we should just flick through. I say we. I think you guys should just flick through them, and I'll poke the mirror for an evening.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We will give them to you in the morning. To investigate ourselves first.
And you can sort out your friend.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Officially, you've handed those to me now.
Yes.
If they arrive in the morning, no questions asked.
Yes.
Okay. You're very official nowadays. It's very strange.
I think she was always official, just not very.
I don't remember.
It was always official. There were just less problems.
They had, like,
Surprising when we were being.
ghosts
Like,
Mm,
and a
Yes.
curfew.
yeah. So she was always official.
And that was less problematic than one house falling down. She's slacking.
right.
Hate you.
Right.
Did you say you hate me?
Yes. You're being mean to my lovely NPCs.
I am Arwen. Did you expect?
You're just role playing, JJ. Jeez.
Yeah,
Kind of limit her. Don't limit her fun.
exactly. I'm having a good time.
No, you.
Let me live.
Okay. Roll me a deck save.
Why?
Shits and giggles.
No. Roll me a deck save.
11.
You didn't dodge it.
So Brienne heads off back to, you can see it. Several, they've managed to bring several guards with horses in, and they hoist this injured figure up onto the back of one, and he's slowly led off somewhere
His
to.
name is Marcus.
It's Miles, actually.
It's not real. I knew that.
To be, you imagine, healed elsewhere. But there is
Okay.
still a fair amount of people sort of standing around and gawking. The guards are trying to disperse people. It is, they are sort of combing through the wreckage and stuff like that as well. People in the next door houses are, sort of carelessly sort of looking over theirs, making sure that they'll be all right. You can see one of them where one of the beams has collapsed, has gone through the wall of another one that was nearby. And the guards are in the process of trying to shift that. But it generally seems like you're being left to your own devices for the time being.
I'd like to
Okay.
quickly help the guards. So these people that are gathering around, being scared that their houses are going to blow up or whatever. I'd like to just go up to them and say, have you personally installed exploding light bulbs that you have DIY'd right here, right now, today? No? Go home.
Make an intimidation check.
Excellent.
Because I'm sure that's not persuasion.
And I also want to go, if they're all gawking, I want, go home. 12.
12.
That's not that good. I'm
It's
quite
not-
upset.
It's not great.
Can Hugo be at the back just growling at them?
If you'd said it before the roll, yes.
It's the equivalent of actual Abby walking up to a bunch of builders and be like, "Alright, go home."
People seem a little affronted. Maybe a couple of them go, but most people think it's just rude. It's not that Arwen gives a shit, but
No.
they now think less of you.
Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I save your lives on a regular basis. Ungrateful swines. Meet you for bacon.
Pardon?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Called them ungrateful swines. And then said something about bacon.
All I heard was the word bacon.
Anyway.
Yeah, you all make your way. Well, if you'd like to, you can all make your way back inside your own house with your mirror and your notebooks.
Absolutely. I'm going to get a lovely night's sleep while everyone is freaking out outside. I'm going to be tucked up in my bed, all cozy. Just like,
Here's what I suggest. I suggest we get Klari to identify this mirror,
mm-hmm.
and
Good
then Klari to read some of the journals.
And Klari to cook us dinner. And Klari to...
No, we've got Chappie to do that. We'll meet Klari down the pub afterwards. Yeah, and you can work off that trauma and by reading the life journals of some people.
Of the murderers.
I'm gonna going down the pub.
At 2 in the morning.
Hell yeah, that's when it gets lively.
JJ, we've seen at 2 in the morning a house just collapsed onto us, and we've also we came back from the Feywild to this. We came back from
it's been less than
tags
24
and saving the realm of the Feywild of the Rose Garden to this shit.
Dear.
Oh.
Oh, this is excellent. I love D&D.
The end of the horror scene, yet of corpses and a guy hooked up to plates. And now you want to spend her night reading things or you think maybe
Okay, when you
get
put
a cup of tea and a blanket and you ask nicely.
Jeez, okay.
I'll get you a blanket.
Alright, you get the blanket, I'll get the tea. Go.
To make it. You got to make it yourself, coward.
I was genuinely about to. I was about to say Stix goes downstairs and asks Chappie to make it.
know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Just walk down into the thing like Chappie. Where's the tea?
How does one boil the water?
I know how to make tea because Stix lived in the fucking
you know
forest.
how to make tea in the wild on the fires of the floor. You don't know how the hob works.
Yeah,
You
Chappie's
have
got like a load.
hob?
Why not?
Because it is not that modern.
Chappie is a dude made of wires and a sentient
Yeah, he's magic.
droid dude.
He's
and
magic.
we don't have a hob.
No.
We have a hob.
No, you don't.
Matilda made me a hob to my bacon quick.
Yeah, no. We have a bacon thing. It was created by the great wizard George Foreman.
This D&D session is 90% puns.
Thus, it's in canon. No. Yeah,
Oh,
Stix. Not quite sure where Chappie keeps the tea. Yeah, you just see him go outside and start picking leaves and shit out from the garden and petals and all sorts. Proper herbal tea. This shit.
When Stix gets back, Clary's already got a real cup of tea.
Oh yeah,
and a
Chappie's already
blanket.
made tea. Yeah, by the time Stix gets back.
I've warned him.
Stix has his warm leaf juice though.
Is it warm?
I got heat abilities.
Oh,
I can.
heat metal. The cup.
No, I don't have heat metal. I
Oh.
have druid craft, which can create a small flame enough to light a torch.
I fireball the cup.
Yeah.
Stix is just holding this small flame under this cup and it is very slowly warming up.
Yeah. I've been sat there for fucking ages. Like, I don't know how people, why people do this. Hold on, I got a better idea. I cast Searing Smite on my sword, on my hand axes, and I put my hand axe, and I put the thing on my hand axes.
Love it.
Or I
So
put my
good.
hand axe in the pot, and it deals 1d6
Yes.
and a shot of water, instantly boiling the water.
All of those atoms are getting 1d4.
That's the fucking.
As all the tea shenanigans are happening,
Oh no, it's too hot.
Regis is there.
Stop.
And he's just like, well, you guys certainly know how to make an entrance. You've been back less than 24 hours and you've destroyed a building.
Hell yeah, we have. Did you know there were vampires next door?
No.
Can you smell blood?
I mean, a little bit, yes.
Could you smell the blood next door?
I mean, there are people all around.
Yes, but this is like vials of blood.
No.
And by vials, I mean whole ass wine bottles.
Ooh, where did you get that?
Klari got it. Ask Klari. It's also underground now, so probably all on the floor get a straw.
Oh, we're gonna have to fucking. We're gonna have to put up with like the sound of like diggers and shit for the next couple of days. They fucking.
What world do you think we're living in that there are diggers and stoves and hobs?
Oh, yeah.
Diggers are what we call the people with the shovels. The
Yeah.
diggers.
Actually,
Leave the gnomes alone.
I'm just dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
No, but it would be a
Digging a hole. Digging
yeah,
a hole.
it'd be that. So, not,
Diggy, diggy, hole.
Exactly. And those, they're very loud.
Mm-hmm.
They're like builders, just very loud people.
Yeah. Cappy's tea skills are going to be tested with all the builders about.
Exactly. But he will be happy.
No, he will. Happy chappy.
Oh, I love this.
Yes. So, are you consuming any of the materials tonight, or are you going to take a long rest and look at them in the morning?
Well, we've made tea now, so. Well, do it.
So now we have to.
Now we got caffeine in this. None of us gonna sleep.
Does Klari have enough spell slots and stuff to cast Identify on the
You do it as a ritual.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, no, was it 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I got confused then. I was like, oh shit. No.
Okay. So,
Wait a second.
casting Identify on the mirror, you learn it is a distance communication mirror. It has a partner, and speaking the command word opens a link to its partner.
We learn the command.
You do learn the command word.
Oh,
But it's through the Identify spell.
what's the command word?
Whatever you want it to be.
Oh, lasagna.
Oh, wait,
It
like
would probably be
that-
fiendish in nature.
Lasagna.
It is the okay. It is lasagna in a vessel.
Lasagna. I speak Abyssal, I think.
You speak so many
I
languages
know.
for someone that can't read.
Everything. Well,
yeah,
you know, I've got to
you
learn.
speak Abyssal.
You know, if I can't read, I've just got to speak to everyone.
Yeah, Barry does speak abyssal, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
So, or infernal.
No, it was infernal.
Oh, it's
What's
the only one I
devil?
don't
It's
speak.
Devil's Nation.
I can't remember. It'll be whichever. I think it's in. I think devils are infernal, so it'll be an infernal.
Devils
not
are
abyssal.
infernal, demons are abyssal, because demons
Yeah,
come
so
from
it'll be
the
an infernal. I always get those two mixed up.
Heroes.
infernal, because he was from the depths.
So no, I was abyssal because I did the one that you did.
Ah. Well, it's a good thing you've got to comprehend languages then.
Yeah. But I don't
Oh,
think
it
you did
doesn't. Wait, all the books aren't in? Books are all in common, right?
No.
No?
The books
Oh.
are in infernal.
Oof. Looks like I can't help. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's the reason Yawen can't help.
Oh, dear.
That took me longer than it should have.
I know.
Interesting.
Thought I was quite funny. Didn't laugh for a minute.
Language forms. Oh, did you cast tongues of them? Like, we put-
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's what I can understand. No,
Yeah.
I'm doing that because I cast language on
Says one action, target, self. Fuck.
meaning
But what about tongues? 'Cause tongues are higher level.
It said it's
so I would
someone
assume. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh wait, but can you then like make it so that spell grounds a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Yes.
This one language is understand what it says. Oh, but it's all written down. So
Yeah,
that's
so it's just
Clary just has to read it out loud like an audio book.
But then she'd be speaking. Either way, she has lots of spells to understand languages. I think we're good.
You can figure out a way to read this. It's fine.
Yay! What did it say?
So one of them is a very monotonous account of lots of comings, mostly of Regis and Matilda, as they are the ones who have been here. But it kind of tracks, sort of times of comings and goings and various things like that. The other contains notes about all of you.
Oh my god, what does it say about me? Oh my god, is this like the burn book? I can't handle being told I'm a fugly cow or something.
So it has a series of notes about your combat capabilities, the sort of things you guys are able to do, and potential weaknesses.
Ew, I don't have any of them.
Then I'm
What's it
a
say?
god.
Ew, ew, have they written
What
my
is-
boy down? Ew, that's disgusting.
Yeah, one of the notes
I
about
hate
Arwen is specifically, will not risk any harm to Hugo. If he can be captured, he can be used as a bargaining chip.
What's
I
what's
will murder.
what weakness? I'm intrigued. I'm assuming it's something to do with being at range.
Yeah, keep your distance.
Yeah, but then I can just pew pew pew, so
Keep your distance from Stix,
Yeah. What are Clary's
they've
weaknesses?
never been able to see Clary.
Me too.
Yeah, could never perceive Klari enough to work out any weaknesses.
I like to think and the triplets. I think there's more than one of them.
I like to think well in the book there's like detailing coming to go. It's like, oh, the ugly one went inside, and we're all just kind of looking at each other like, who's
That's
the ugly?
no way to talk about Hugo.
I never.
And
Very
what
well.
do they say that? Do they say I have good bone structure?
They don't comment on you physically.
Ew. I'm upset by this.
I mean, one of the things they do comment on is that both Arwen and Klari are quick, and Stix is slower. So in a chase, do not worry about Stix because
You're gonna get caught out now.
They're gonna
so
be
you get the sense that this is not 100% up to date information, but is representative of a certain period in time.
So I can fucking Misty Step and Dimension Door around the fucking place. I'm great in a chase.
Well, so they say nothing about how cool I am.
Right, comments on your ego.
Me? They got the wrong person.
Least egotistical person ever.
But yeah, there's a fairly in-depth sort of analysis of all your various combat capabilities and things like that you think probably only one person would have the experience to know.
Matilda, she's a spy.
I have just could I just quickly run to Matilda's house, please?
If you would like to, yes.
I need to make sure, because I don't know where these people went, and they know that Matilda left, and if they're like if they know stuff about us, I'm gonna go and check she's still alive
Okay.
/ not been kidnapped.
Okay.
Is she alive / not been kidnapped?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Okay.
I mean, like her cottage is like outside the city. Her moving cottage.
Well,
Tucked away in a nice little. Yeah, you know where it is. You're very familiar. It's it's a very scenic setting.
Okay, that's fine.
Lots of lovely picnics can be had outside.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, she is very surprised when you wake her up in the middle of the night.
Okay, I just.
Is everything all right? What happened? How did the plan go?
It went great. A house fell down.
A house?
It's a whole thing.
Your house?
But it's
Our
okay.
house? The whole house?
You could move in. You could move the house next door. Excellent. Fun times.
What are you talking about?
Explain it tomorrow.
What?
It's all good. Have a nice sleep. Mwah!
I mean, it's kind of late. Do you just want to stay here?
I've got mirrors to prod at.
What?
Yeah. I feel bad for leaving Klari with loads of books that I can't read. So I'm going to prod a mirror.
No, you're gonna have to give me more than that.
Well, you're going to have to come back then.
All right, fine. Yeah.
Cool. You can prod the mirror with me. That's not a euphemism.
Yeah, she like disappears back inside.
Does she have anything that can like
gets dressed and comes back again?
I mean, we know what the mirror does, but does she have any clever hacking ways to? It's not hacking, but magical ways to know where the link links to specifically.
Probably not. No.
Okay,
the identify spell just tells you what an object does.
Yeah, but like, does Matilda have some sort of weird ways of? Because she has science magic.
Science magic.
Yes.
No.
Okay, just wonder if she could help with my.
I mean, you could. If you want, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, she could help Klari because she can read good.
Hey, you can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, interestingly, you do have access to a spell that would be good for that. So
me?
Yeah, you.
What do I got?
It's not on your sheet. It's a druid spell, but
I don't have it then.
because you refuse to change your spells.
Yes, that's too much effort and too confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't know what things do, and I am confused. Yeah. If Stix is rolling around in the dirt looking for leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's 2 books.
Yeah.
Does Klari want to read one and then Matilda read the other one so that we all get to sleep quicker?
I mean, You could reasonably ascertain what is in both books.
Oh, is it the same thing in both books?
One book is one, and one book is the other.
Oh,
So one book is about you guys, and the other one is this meticulous notes of the comings and goings.
oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was all in one book. Okay. And who is the one person it could be about, from, done by?
It's up to you to figure out.
Is it Neo?
Maybe.
Is
He knew
it?
very well. He knew all your combat capabilities.
Is it Neo? Blink once if it's Neo.
Well, he's not Neo anymore, is he?
You blinked. Oh no, you blinked twice. Oh.
Said mean things.
Yeah.
Don't you pretend to
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
Not to say such crimes.
What? That Neo's not Neo anymore?
He is deep inside.
Deep, deep, deep down. Trapped in a little prison of his own mind.
Down in the jungle where nobody goes.
Down in the deep of Goblin Town.
What is going on?
I don't know. This session's kind of getting away from me a bit, I will be honest.
Yeah, but we're having fun.
Well, that's good.
So that's what matters.
Yeah. Okay.
We should go to bed. Because I want some spell slots back.
I want to change some of my spells.
Ew.
Well, if there's nothing else anyone would like to do in the evening, you all get a long rest.
Oh, hallelujah. I love a long rest. What's this spell that I apparently have?
You don't know because you didn't think of it.
What do you mean?
Because you, Arwen, made a check and you couldn't think of the spell.
Oh, okay.
But if you can think of it as Abby, you can have it and prepare it for the next day.
I don't know. I promise I play D&D good. I just like to have a specific set of spells.
I know you do. You have a way of playing, and that's fine. So, you all wake up the next day, rested
Thank God.
and recovered, if not somewhat emotionally traumatized.
No,
Some more than others.
me, I'm fine.
Yes, you may be fine. Klari, I think, has seen some shit.
Oh,
Right.
Stix, flush next. Sorry.
Right.
Everyone is in a very silly mood.
I'm switching out lesser restoration for do I have aid? I do have aid. For Zone of Truth, I think.
I love Zone of Truth.
Yeah, it's just a handy. It's that spell that you always wish. Oh fuck! I wish we had Zone of Truth for this.
Yeah, because didn't I say it last time?
You did. You said it last session. You're like, oh, if only we had Zone of Truth, and I'd be like, ah, yeah, that would be really fucking useful. Zone of Truth. Zone of Truth.
How do you know about druid spells?
Because I know a great deal of things.
We don't have a lot else going on.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, one thing I will say as well, actually, an additional thing that you do find in one of the books. Maybe you didn't get to reading it the night before, and maybe readers or someone tells you in the morning that they found something else, having sort of stayed up to digest the thing properly. There is like a little bit in front of the one that tells you, or the one that talks about all your capabilities. And it reads, Corvus and Raven, I am relying on you to retrieve your sister. I know she was captured, and I need you to find out where she's gone. I can no longer sense her, which leads me to believe they've done something permanent. This cannot be forgiven. We must find her.
I knew that they were related to her somehow. Yeah, so we've got.
And I
okay.
knew we should have gone and found them, but oh well, is what it is.
Wait. Did we ever bury Did we bury Belladonna in the fucking ethereal plane?
Yes, you did.
Or... Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah, we
forgot
did.
that. And I feel I mean, that's kind of worse than killing someone, just keeping them locked underground forever in the ethereal place.
I literally have no idea which spell you're talking about.
No, I'll tell you later.
Please do, because I genuinely want to know. I won't.
Was it?
I mean, I don't.
What was it for?
Hmm?
What was the
Arwen
spell
wants
for?
to try and find out where the other half of the mirror is, where its partner is.
The only thing I can think is like divination, but I don't think that's a. I think it's a cleric spell.
I wonder if you can do that with this spell, now that I think about it.
Or like locate.
I mean, I was just looking at the titles and nothing looked fun. Actually, no, loads looked fun, but I don't think giant insects would help.
Giant
Yeah, you never
insects.
know.
Really specific spell. Okay.
Well,
What's being
I hand
said
it over
today?
to you. What would you like to do?
Oh, we need to go and return the books to Thingy, because otherwise she'll get mad at us. Because she's a stickler for the rules these days.
As a point, you can get divination, the spell, which just allows you to ask a question and learn the answer. As a druid, I looked it up.
What level
And
is it?
It's 4th level.
Ew.
That's I don't know if that's the one he meant, but just a thought.
No, I like my 4th level spells.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. You. I just I'm trying to figure out what JJ thought. That'd be good. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, we said we were going to go to Yelion to visit old what's face. Why is the only name coming to my mind? Tabitha.
Genevieve.
Genevieve. Tabitha. Something like
Okay, should we go to Sabrienne, drop off the books, tell her if you have any leads on these two this dragonborn and other person who is definitely a vampire. Sorry, you got two vampires about your house again. Let us know and we'll be back. Like that.
I have an alternate thing. These books are filled with our weaknesses, right? Maybe we should just tear a couple of pages out.
Maybe we should burn them.
I was also thinking that because yeah, I don't really like the idea of a book with all of our comings and goings and doings and our strengths and weaknesses and what we can do just chilling with a bunch of people. And I trust them, don't get me wrong, but I don't trust that someone's going to come along and take it or use it for ill goods. Or just generally having that stuff around really isn't good. So maybe we just burn it and we give them 2 other books.
I think we should go up to them, say, we're going to burn these because this is what's inside them. Do you mind? And if they say, yes, we do mind, we'll go, well, tough. Fireball!
Maybe not the fireball bit, but maybe just go like, privacy. Done. Burn it.
Nice. Yeah,
Fire.
we do that.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, you head to the Church of Salathiel. this big, tall, grey stone building. When you arrive, there are several guards and things, sort of milling around as it is, attached to the sort of the paladin barracks. This beautiful church. One of them recognizes you and sort of comes up to you and says, yes, Sebrienne said to watch out for you. She said you might be arriving. I'm afraid she is indisposed at the moment, but she has informed Lady Aoife of what has happened, and she requested the Guardian of the Grave requested that were you to arrive, I was to escort you to her.
Okay.
This sort of quite youthful and boisterous paladin leads you through the familiar halls to a familiar office. There's a gentleman on the door, and you hear a soft voice say, "Come in." And there you see the familiar figure of Aoife Longset, Guardian of the Grave, sat behind the desk. Says, good tidings to you all. Unfortunately, we should meet under such dark tidings anyway. I hope that you all are well. You can see she looks tired. There's sort of dark circles under her eyes as if she's not got a lot of sleep. So, yes, I gather you have some items for us to aid us in the investigation.
They're not really going to aid you much. And then I show her what they are and all that stuff. Can we destroy them so they don't go into enemy hands and your best assets don't die?
She spends a bit of time sort of looking them over and reading them. Yes. Picks up one of them. Says, "Yes, well, whoever wrote this was quite comprehensive, and you reckon it's a book that contains the details of all of your combat capabilities. I do not think I agree with you. I do not think this would be beneficial to our investigation, and yes, I think for your sake, it's valid. We will make sure this is destroyed." And then you just toss it into a fire.
Oh, excellent.
This other one, on the other hand, I think will help us. I don't think it gives too much away about any of you, and it will be useful to see if we can spot any patterns of observation or anything like that. If we find anything else as well that is maybe written or at any point, it might be useful to compare handwriting.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just about where we were and like they brought the bins in. They forgot to bring the bins in. It's been 5 days since the bins have been out and there's foxes.
Arwen is using bacon to lure the foxes into the garden.
Arwen has befriended 7 foxes now.
Now there are 8 foxes.
There is an army of foxes on my lawn.
After 6 days,
Sitting on my lawn.
Arwen has turned into a fox and is running into the street, deliberately shitting in front of people so they step in it.
After 6 days, the bins have finally been taken out. No one knows what day the bins go out yet.
They were taken out. They were collected yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see Eva looking very sort of wan and tired. Yeah. Well, I hope, hopefully nothing like this happens again, but we best all make sure you're on your guard in future. And well,
I was very on my guard.
if you obviously if you hear anything else, do let me or Sebrienne know so we can do our best to continue to protect the citizens. Although I can understand why some of them might be losing faith. given everything that's happened in the recent months.
Well, God doesn't exist, so it's fine. Let us know if you need anything. Ciao.
Bye.
Okay.
To Lady Genevieve.
Heading to Ilion?
Yeah, why did we need to go to the Yelion?
To inform Lady Genevieve that we're alive.
Is that it?
I think so. Otherwise, we need to go to Blackspire?
Yeah,
Was it?
I think we just go to Black Spy, you know? Why don't we just ask
You
Brienne
I
to send a letter to Genevieve?
was gonna say, could you do the animal messenger thing? I might get there a bit quicker.
Yeah. Can I just do that?
Sure, if you want.
I'd like to animal messenger.
Okay. How fast does an animal messenger move again? Is it like 50 miles a day?
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah. I think last session you said about it'd take 3 days or something.
Yeah.
50 miles per 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take about 3 days for that message to get there.
Cool.
Well,
That's fine. What if I send it express post?
Define express post.
Dragon?
You sending Hugo?
No, my boy.
Do you know another dragon?
I know loads of dragons. I know
Do you,
loads.
do you know any that
I know
are?
loads.
Do you know any that are close enough to take that message for you?
No,
Okay.
but I know loads. I am friend of dragon.
Good for you.
Thank you. It's great for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how are you getting to Blackspire?
Plants. Oh wait, I haven't been to Blackspire.
yeah,
Wait,
been there.
where did we go to help those weird children? And
Going to need to give me more details.
did we go to Winstad? We went to Winstad before.
Nope.
Yeah, we did.
Nope.
Yeah,
We
we
had
did.
the option of going to Winstad, but we never did. We had the option of going to Winstad to basically be like bodyguards to someone after the undead attack, but we never actually went there. We went
Where?
to the barn. We've been through the Barnrad Desert, but not actually to Winstad. I reckon we take. Wait, no, because didn't we take a boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a boat up the
Down
thing.
the river. We definitely went there.
I'm not sure if we
Like,
went to Winstad, but we've taken a boat up this river because I remember we were like, oh yeah, yes, because I remember saying that we could just like get off the boat at one point and skip that
because
like
they were going all the way down. Yes.
Yeah. yeah.
You might have taken a boat part way, probably to around here for when you went into the desert to get you closer to the desert.
Yes, that was it. Yes.
That's not really
yes.
much help.
Well, no, that is help because I mean, if you look at the map, if every square is 2 days, that's 2 days travel we've taken off. Then we just get
No,
on the next
because we're
boat.
at the furthest point of the river, which is still 2 days travel away from Blackspire.
It is
Okay,
about
sorry.
equidistant from here by foot to from where you are as well.
I think we just walk it. Well, not walk it, but travel it. Ooh, Regis,
could
do
just
you
get a-
have like do
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
he
the
can tell me.
teleportation thing there?
I'm sure that there is, but I do not know if the ones that I used to know are still active.
Can we try?
Yes.
You ain't got nothing on.
I can send you through a precarious unknown magic portal if you really want.
Yeah, fuck it.
Stix, you go first.
Fuck it.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Otherwise, I was going to say we just get a boat and we take a few days to chill the fuck out on a boat heading downriver.
Hmm,
But then actually, this is
I
let's
think it
see
would
if
take longer.
let's see if this works first.
Yeah. What would happen if it doesn't work?
It would probably be quite painful, and you just end up somewhere random or back here.
Okay, Stix, have
Yes.
fun.
I'll figure it out. Yeah. I walk through whatever portal he makes after he makes it.
Okay.
Blind courage and faith.
Before you go,
Uh-huh.
give it back because I will kill you otherwise. Have my messenger ring, so tell us where you get to when. So tell Klari. Wait, no, it doesn't work, does it? No,
No, I
you're
don't
not
think
having it. It's mine.
Okay. Would someone like to roll a D100 for me?
No.
Oh, so I'm going through first. All right. 100.
That seems like a good thing. Or a bad thing.
80.
Is that a good thing?
Okay.
I feel like an 85 is a good thing. That's well, that's 5/6. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm suddenly a lot less confident with that. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking very hard. Because this is not the route I was expecting things to take.
Oh, sorry.
So
I'm
JJ,
very...
I think to be fair, last session we did say we were going to go to Yelion, so I'm imagining JJ prepped the whole Leon.
someone roll me a
Bad.
D4.
E4. 1.
Okay. You find your. Is everyone going through together?
Yeah, at this point we might as well,
Because
otherwise
I believe it's only open for like a round, so you kind of
Yeah.
all have to go.
just everyone bundle in.
It's
Okay.
a sense of
Okay. You find yourselves in a small stone chamber. On the floor is the light fades from a teleportation circle.
Well, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Around the walls are are bare, other than dusty, dormant lamps clean with cobwebs. On one side of the chamber, there is what looks like a rough stone door with a sort of a very rusty looking latch.
I will head for it and try and open it.
Okay.
Holding the shield in case.
It creaks a little, squeaking before giving way. The hinges make a loud noise as the door grinds, and you find yourselves in a stone church. Let me find.
Okay, this seems promising.
Fine. If you want, we can take a quick, 5-minute.
No, I just need to find the section of my notes that pertains to this.
Cool. Cool. In which case, I'm going to grab the coconut cake. Be obligated.
Okay. I'll wait for Ben to get back before I describe the insides of this. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm just keeping you on your toes so you don't go rusty.
Don't go rusty.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I'm not going to go rusty with you guys around.
Good, good. Just want to make sure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want it to be too easy.
Oh god, it is never too easy. So, you step out. You reckon this door has probably not been opened in quite some time, and when you pull it open, you can see that the exterior of it is expertly carved to look like natural stone. And is looking around now that you've opened this door and light floods in. You see that this stone is of a strange, dark, sort of blackish purple, sort of onyx glass-like in texture, maybe, rough to the touch. And as you step out, you can see you are in some form of church. It has quite a high ceiling, but one wall is like an open arch to the outside, letting in an abundance of light. You can see that there, up where normally you would see an altar, there seems to be a large plinth covered in sort of huge plush, soft cushions. You can see there's like a large indent or like nest sort of shape where something might sit.
Dragon. Big enough for a dragon?
Big enough for a dragon. You can see in you can see out the entrance there are a number of stone columns that seem to mark sort of a pathway. Each of them you can make out is topped with a statue from this distance. And then between the columns topped with statues, there are more statues of about horse-sized dragons. You know, each one sort of with sort of like a one or two claw of its front claws raised in a sort of almost like equestrian pose.
Hugo goes and stands next to a few of them. King noble.
Yeah, although this church is sort of high, it's not very deep. And you can see up by the altar there are a couple of doors carved in. These are not expertly carved like this one is. As you sort of step out and pull it to, behind you, it seems to vanish almost seamlessly into the rock itself. And as you let go of the handle on it, it just folds in, and it is almost invisible.
That's cool.
This door, which might explain why it's gone unnoticed for a long time.
Oh,
Might not be expertly carved, but it's cool.
is indeed rather cool.
And you step out, and as you're sort of admiring your surroundings, you hear a set of footsteps coming from one of the doors behind the altar. And it is pushed open, and a figure in dark green robes, sort of hood thrown back, young of face, is a shaved head, giving them a somewhat androgynous look until they open their mouths, and you hear sort of the youthful voice of probably someone in his late teens. He's like, "What's going on? Who on earth are you? There are no ceremonies today. Please leave."
Where are we?
What do you mean, where are you? You just come wandering
We've
in?
got lost. I'm so sorry.
We went into a teleportation circle and appeared in one of the back rooms.
Back, there are no circles to this temple. What on earth are you talking about? You are in the Church of the Great One. Unless you are here to make an offering or a donation to his magnificence, you must leave. There are no ceremonies today.
Is the
Can you
Great
be more
One
specific
here?
on the Great One? Do I know anything about the Great One? Who you might be talking about when he says the Great
So,
One?
one thing something you guys would probably know is Blackspire itself is a little bit unusual and quite well known for it.
Oh, wait, we gone straight to Blackspire? Oh, sweet.
Well, based on the dark rock around you, that would be a fair assumption. And you know that somewhat recently, in religious terms, a new religion has sprung up around the Blackspire because they worship an emerald dragon that they call the Great One. How this religion started and why, you're not sure, but this dragon seems to be the center of this worship. And although many people still follow the traditional gods, it has become almost taboo. Not quite that far, but it is generally, given the influence of the dragon on the city, most people have converted either openly or um, are giving the outward perception of
Did you say amethyst?
emerald.
Emerald. Oh shit. Did you give it a name? Sorry.
They just referred to it as the Great One.
Interesting.
Mm.
So,
As this sort of useful priest raises an arm to sort of usher you out, you can see he has one sort of his robe slipped a little bit, and you can see that there is like a bandage underneath around his forearm.
Is the cult of the... Wait, what was the cult?
The Cult of the Dragon.
Yeah. Who did they worship?
they worshipped Tiamat, who was all about the chromatic ones.
The ones
So not
that...
gem ones. Sardial was about the gem ones. Ergo, this is probably something to do with that. Possibly, or so like this guy think that they treat this emerald dragon not just as like their king and ruler, but as a god. Like they physically worship.
Yeah, they are like worship. They worship and are like devoted to this.
I mean, you
Creature.
said this individual had like wraps around his hands.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
so
more
like
of
his
like
sleeve slips as he sort of raises it, and he's just like trying to like beckon you out, like go on, go.
is that like bandages as in he's injured, or bandages as in like monk style?
You think bandages as if he's injured?
Okay.
As if he's injured, or as if he's genetically modified himself to make himself a dragon like one of the stupids from the last cult.
They didn't do that in the last cult.
Was that not the cult of the dragon, the people underground?
Yeah,
In the pool, in the sea.
in the sea.
Yeah, we went in the sea and we went to a cave under the sea.
No, that was something different.
What was that?
Underground. That was an underground temple to Zariel that had like a weird crystal in it that allowed you to communicate.
Yeah, but they had books about people trying to, or they had things on the wall, tapestries about.
You're
people
getting
trying
that
to...
mixed up with somewhere else.
Okay, is that the same as this?
All you see is a guy with some bandages on his arm.
Yeah, but is the dragon thing, is the cult thing the same?
No, that was a different group of people.
Who was that?
I can't remember off the top of my head. It was a lot. It could have been the cult of the. It could have been a different section of the cult of the dragon. I might have used the cult of the dragon twice. It was a really long time ago. I can't remember the details. I'm sorry. I will go back.
Why do you not know all
I
of the
will go
details?
back and find out after the session if
God,
both things.
all these cults are doing the same thing, but for different dragons. They've really got to align themselves
So there
a
was
bit better.
right. There was. You're right. There was one group a long time ago that did that. They used dragon scales to enhance themselves.
Yeah.
There was a different group, also that may also have been the Cult of the Dragon. They were their leader had the ability to runecraft on dragons to control them,
Right.
and they worshipped Tiamat
But
specifically.
they weren't the ones under the underground, were they?
They also had an underground base, yes.
But they weren't the swimming underground ones.
No, they weren't.
Okay, I'm thinking of the swimming underground ones, aren't I?
No.
What?
The swimming underground ones are different as well.
Oh shit. I'm so sorry.
The swimming
I'm
underground
so
ones were related to Zariel. The flesh grafters were related to something else, and then there's the Cult of the Dragon that were separate as well.
Okay, I'm so
Grafting,
sorry.
I think you're thinking of Uxin, because that's what he was doing to us.
No,
instead.
because that was there. No, we were with the orcs. It was in the it was in the orc area.
Well, and we went into the sea.
Yeah, and that's when I got my pen that carved, and I started
Yeah.
tagging everything
Oh,
because I
to
was a youth.
that was to the god of. No, it wasn't even to a god because we were in some kind of underground facility. It was they were trying to make people into fish people.
Yeah. Oh, was it fish people?
Yes,
that
they were
would
trying
make
to
more sense.
make fish people.
That would make a lot more. I think I've just accidentally splooshed a load of
Can't remember why.
storylines together.
I remember we saw a guy who had loads of fish scales over one arm. And I remember JJ
Yes. I think
a lot.
yeah.
freaked me out.
Okay, I have found it in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
The flesh grafters were followers of Nihorjin, who was a fanatical zealot of the Cult of the Dragon, looking to bring around the rise of Tiamat by creating undead dragons. His ultimate goal of his followers was to figure out how to transform a humanoid into a Dracolich.
Jesus, that is one hell of a
I
transformation.
remember that.
That was session 33.
I remember that.
We are on 136. You can have a point of inspiration for remembering that.
Oh, I'm a great person. See, I
Oh.
remember. I just don't remember it all.
No.
I just remember bits.
Yeah, fair enough. No, you have encountered the Cult of the Dragon on 2 separate occasions, each sect trying to do different things. One was dead and and extinct, and so there was some undead.
Shadows in the jars.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I
And
remember this
one was still active, and they were acting more like bandits.
Yeah.
And they had sort of control over this village and stuff like that.
Hmm. Cool.
now. Right.
Yeah. It's not in any of these ones. This is
No,
later on.
I've just seen in your notes you've got "is dead. Don't call him a slut anymore." About someone.
Rich and a slut.
Yeah.
He's dead. Don't call. Oh right. Did I call him a slut?
Yeah.
I've called him a slut.
Yeah, that's a lot about Lord Brimbuff, who was quite slutty.
Oh right, and then he died, so
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, sorry. So sorry. I
Right.
shouldn't disrespect the dead. Right. Yes.
Anyway,
These are
with
quite
that
odd notes.
circuitous detour.
I am so sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm very glad. I'm very impressed you remember all these
Thank you.
things.
I really like
Delay.
D&D. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, all you see is this guy has bandages on his arm, and he's ushering you out.
Mr.
I
Sir,
mean-
can we have a sit down and talk about joining your religion? We really want to.
I also don't want to leave my current. But yes, we want to join this one. Absolutely, 100%.
We're lying, Stix. Play along. Do I look like I want to join a cult?
Make a deception check, Arwen.
No, it's about emerald dragons.
Yeah, but I'm already friends with loads of dragons. I don't need to pick favorites except Hugo. What am I doing? Deception.
Deception.
Do we know, JJ? Based on based on what we might know about this and Stix's proficiency in religion, if this is like a bad religion, like considered like evil in any way, or is this just like a weird quirk that people here work?
It's weird.
Work.
Like
Right.
Scientology.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would like most people would openly like outside of Blackspire would probably call it a cult before a religion. But
Right.
around here it is like a lot of people are very like into it.
But we're not aware of them doing like anything bad. They're just weird.
It seems like the Lord Lord Lothar Syrax is very into this as well, whether for whatever reason. And so to curry his favor, he's Lord of the City. A lot of people have similarly converted or claim to have converted to try and remain on his good side. He seems to be
Right.
a big proponent of it. Well, his ancestors seem to be a big proponent of this for
Who was
going
it, sorry?
Lord Lothar Syrax.
Like we've met a Syrax, or we know of a Syrax. In the bank, one of the heads was a Syrax, or something.
I don't recognize that name.
There was. I remember hearing of a Syrax. Anyway, cool. So
The bank.
okay, not necessarily
Bank.
evil. Tom Cruise would approve. Gotcha.
Oh no. Would Hugo
Bible.
being next to me do anything for this man?
Good
Yeah, do
point.
they like dragons?
Like, is he impressed or like or not persuaded? But do I get anything for? Or does does it impact how he's seeing us in any way?
Maybe like Hugo was outside, sort of admiring the statues. Maybe he comes in at this point and it's like, what? No. This will not do.
Oh.
You cannot be here. Who are you? And he talks to Hugo. It's like, who are you? His magnificence will not approve of your presence. You better leave.
Hugo spells out his name in those chunky foam letters.
Arwen reaches into the bag and produces letters. She doesn't know what they mean, but Hugo's learning.
Yeah.
Arwen then remembers Hugo can communicate on his own.
No, it's telepathically with the big chunky
Oh,
letters.
right, okay.
He does a big H. But that's how he visualizes letters.
Okay.
Those big foam
ones.
chunky. Yeah.
Not recognizing shapes.
Yeah.
Arwen likes doing the puzzle of putting the shapes in the shapes.
Yeah.
But she no idea what they mean.
No.
Have to stop her eating them every now and again.
I never ate so what
Unless you are here to offer service to the Great One, then you must leave immediately. There are no ceremonies today. The church is closed.
service do you need? Does he want?
His Greatness, the Great One, takes donations of all kind. Do you have any donations for the church?
Oh, do I have to give like part of my life again? Because I can't be bothered. I've been scammed by that like 3 times.
No, it's fine. We are warriors of some renown, particularly in areas such as Rosenzen and Great Council of this mighty realm. So
all right, then. Well, who are you?
there, we are the Fellowship of Aegis.
The Fellowship of Aegis. I'm afraid I'm not aware.
Okay.
Well,
so you don't read the paper.
That's fine.
I shall make the Great One aware of your presence when he graces us.
Is there any more dragons around here? Except for this one, obviously.
No, of course not.
Why? Oh, okay. Why is that? No, of course.
Because this is the territory of the Great One. His greatness commands these areas and would suffer no rival.
Okay. When is your next ceremony, thing where people gather?
Sermon.
One of them.
The nobles
No.
are permitted to gather 3 days hence to make their
Oh, good
offerings.
Lord. Do you have like a service, one of those where you read from a book and say that everyone should love each other except if they're gay?
Well, should you wish to consume the scriptures, you may enter the church in the city like everyone else, but you
Yes,
shouldn't
I
be here.
love to read. Let's go.
Yes, please go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go see the
I-
temple in the city. They will. This is not a place for the commoners.
Ew.
I have a question, good sir. First of all, where are we? As I said, we've come from, and I walked back over to the wall where we literally just came from.
Mhm.
Can I open it up again and show them the
Make
back
a
room?
perception check.
Oh god. Okay.
Stix
It's-
fix plants.
Stix has his sheet frozen, but I know I only have a +1 to perception. So that's a 5.
You can't find it.
Well, okay, we came from a wall back here somewhere. I promise you, because you didn't see us enter in, first of all. So yeah,
Well, no, I came down the stairs and you were here. So
yeah. So
if you don't leave, I'm
okay,
going to have to get some others.
Ooh,
okay, but could you just real quick tell us where we are on the?
Well, you are in the Black Spire Temple.
Yes, in the Black Spire Temple. Where on the? In Kavran. Where are we? As I said, there was a teleportation mishap. We want to get out of here as quickly as you do, but unfortunately we can't leave
Yes, you
until
are
we.
outside the city. You are outside the city of Black Spire.
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Much
Been lucky,
appreciated.
I'll flip him. I flick him a gold coin. For your trouble, sir. And and we leave.
Yeah. He watches you leave, and then once you guys are sort of a little ways outside, he bustles his way back in behind it through another door.
What a lovely fellow.
I think we've made a good first impression of the city,
Hell
guys.
yeah. What was his name? Do we know?
Well-
You didn't ask.
Oh, can I shout, what's your name?
He ignores you.
Excuse me.
He's gone.
Please.
He's gone.
Okay, I have a question, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to do what? Because there was a thing you needed to do, but there was also a thing you needed to do.
I need to be friends with an amethyst dragon. I need to help an amethyst dragon at Blackspire.
But they've only so as far as this guy said, there are no other dragons here, which
Mhm.
leads me to believe there is some kind of conspiracy going on. And
I
Clary,
love
you are
conspiracy.
here because of another thing. In the horde of something, there's a thing.
In the
right?
Horde of a Dragon.
No, that wasn't here. That was.
So if we help this dragon, maybe. Okay.
Oh, that's up north, and we're going to be friends with this dragon so that we can convince the other dragon to let us have just one thing from their thing that I'm pretty sure is just a sword.
Yes, the sword that will allow us to cut the thing. Yeah. Okay. I'm all caught up now. I apologize. I thought Clary had a
Sorted.
thing.
No,
Amethyst dragon. We need to find an amethyst dragon in a city that believes that only emerald dragons are here. I think we need to have a meeting with this big honcho dragon. The
Me
great.
too. Oh, dragons.
If we summon. If you were in a city and you needed to get a meeting with God,
With
how
God.
do you? Yeah, well, they believe he's like a god around here.
Well, you'd go to their temple,
Yeah,
which
that
we
probably
just
be.
got kicked out of.
Well, no, that's one of them. We're outside the city. We're about to go into the city of
Yeah,
Blackspire.
but that's like the main one. It was not the main one.
Yeah, so you guys, this temple is like carved and set back into it with these statues and things leading up to it. As you look around, you can see a ways off, maybe sort of a quarter mile, something, half a mile, something like that. Is the external, maybe more like a mile or so, is the external wall of the city. You can see the city from here.
Right.
It
And
is to the east. And then if you look, sort of south and southwest, you can see a little bit of the lake.
is there anyone else around us?
Not in your immediate vicinity, no.
Okay. Can I just spend a quick second looking around for someone who I think might be local?
Yeah, you spend some time looking around. There is no one in this part of around the temple or anything like that. This guy was very insistent that you shouldn't be here, and people, the public shouldn't be here. So you suspect that probably people don't come here unless something specific is happening.
And they're coming here in 3 days.
He said that the lords were invited to make their offering in 3 days.
That's good to know. So in
It's
3
a bit
days, we could like blend in if we can't find anything else. Any other way, we could like pretend to be a lord.
Yeah, or we have 3 days to convince one of the lords to bring us along to ask a question.
Yeah, all
Or
that.
to speak with them. Because he said lords. I'm imagining there's going to be like maybe, at tops, like a dozen people.
Yeah.
So we would stick out like a sore thumb amongst a dozen people. So we have 3 days to try and figure out how we can get to this meeting. Or maybe even we don't need to necessarily get to the meeting. We just need to figure out what happens to the dragon after the meeting. Because then maybe after the meeting, when he's all happy and content with all of his offerings, we can follow him back to somewhere and get him on a good mood.
Where was that nest we saw? Was that in the temple at the front?
Like where the altar would be was like a giant
that's
plinth with like a load of cushions in sort of like a little nesty indentation.
Okay, so that's where it will sit, and everyone will throw money at him like a stripper.
Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a string. Oh, what have I done to my dragon?
Oh no.
Okay, let's go into the city. Scout
No,
about.
it's an emerald dragon stripper. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
Let's go.
Oh,
I'd like. Is there any trees or big plants around?
Yes, there is
I'd
countryside.
like to touch all of them, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
you have touched the countryside.
Excellent.
It takes 7 hours. Night falls.
you know what? That is fine. We have time to kill. It's 3 days.
Now we can come back here.
Cool. We head into the city.
Yeah, you make your way through. It takes a little bit of time, but you approach the city. You circle around it a little bit to find one of the gates on the south before making your way inside. It's quite a large city. Fairly sort of hustle and bustle as you continue to make your way through. But yeah, it seems to be just a regular city. It seems to be a little bit more. It's a little bit larger than Rosenzen. You get the impression of. But as you enter from the south, there are some quite small sort of houses built quite close together, and you can see this. This seems to have a large sort of street seems to curve around the edge, keeping a separation between the houses and the walls. As well as you can see as you enter, there seems to be some very long. Whereas Rosenzen was very higgledy-piggledy and quite sort of erratic in the way it was built, this seems to be built very formulaically and has sort of long streets running north to south and things like that.
Okay. Oh, I had a fucking question. I can't remember now. It's called Black Spire.
Yes.
Is Black Spire like visible? Like
yes.
is there like a massive, big fucking rock or some shit.
Yes. So as you take a look back as you about to enter the city, and you can see this thing is this very large blackish purple sort of spire, almost like a tower, very sheer, tall sides. Just like a spike jutting out of the earth.
Is that where we just came from?
That's where you just came from, yeah.
Oh, we
Right.
were in the black spire. Popcorn.
How did Regis have a fucking teleportation spell to get inside?
Because he's been around for years.
He's really old.
And that might have been like a thriving bar when he
My God,
was.
if Regis ends up being evil, like I said he was from the beginning, swear to God,
I hope he's not.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad.
Not everyone's evil. Just until
Not
I
everyone.
didn't say that.
Everyone's evil.
Leave
but
her
people with
alone.
I've
Arwen
played
will go on
video.
a rampage. Not a cute one.
Oh, we're not Abby.
Stix will die.
What? You'll go on a rampage and I'll die.
Everyone will die.
Oh, but you singled me out.
Yeah, but to try and convince JJ that it would be a bad idea because Stix is good. Oh, that was painful to say. I'm so. Well,
Yeah, but if Stix dies, Piper comes in and
I'll kill Piper too.
Yeah, just
Oh
think
wait,
of that.
no, that's convincing. No, I
If-
won't kill Piper.
If Stix dies, Piper comes in, and he has modified memory.
Oh god, and a devil demon dude.
Boyfriend.
A
which is-
boyfriend. Oh my
which is fun.
god, are they together? So cute.
Yeah, they're
Gay
fucking.
icons.
Yeah. So, okay, going into the city, big city, long streets. I guess what time is it? Did we actually spend 7 hours looking at countryside, or
no.
I ran like this, like with my arms out, and I just touched all the plants.
excellent?
Yeah, so
Uh,
you guys left pretty early in the day, so it's still morning here.
Woohoo!
Don't
We
need
can
a
get
tavern.
bagels.
Yeah. All right.
Do
Number
they have
one.
bagels here?
Sure.
Yeah, we're getting bagels.
Yeah. Bagels. We get bagels.
You get
Job
bagels.
done.
There's like a street vendor doing them, and has like a little one of those little like the toaster things you get in hotels where they like slide through
Yeah.
and then like come out the other side, except instead of it being mechanical, he's got like a little pet monkey that like cranks the thing and it makes a little tune as it cranks around. Ding, 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 ding,
This feels like slave labor, but
cute.
also cute, so it doesn't matter.
Sometimes the
Makes
monkey does like a
you
little
labor.
dance and he'll take over the cranking
Yeah.
as you're like queuing up.
It's quite cute.
In
Does
my
the
boarding,
monkey look happy?
The
It's
monkey
what-
does look happy. The monkey like whips his hat off when people pay him and they put the money in the hat and stuff like that.
You've just presented me
Mm.
with an animal.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I did that.
Right. Let me whip out a little spell.
in my boarding school, that's what the toasters were. All toasters were rotary ones.
Oh, they were
Which was-
always shit in
They
hotels.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, but I want one.
Annoying as hell. But the
They're
thing is,
slow.
after 7 years, I finally figured out the perfect setting to get it around and done. So
See, whenever I've used
And
it,
then you
it's
left
either
the next day.
like
yeah,
bread, charcoal.
Yeah.
and then 2 years later, I became allergic.
Awkward.
Funny.
Anyway, we're speaking.
There is a monkey in front of me, and I, of course, speak with animals.
Okay.
Hi. Come on, give it to me. Okay, now. Excuse me?
You want some bread?
Oh, I want some bread, boy.
How much bread?
One bread, 2 breads, please.
2 breads. 2 breads. Oh, it just like he starts cranking. Tick, 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 tick.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's great. Bread, bread, bread.
Oh, do you get fed bread?
Yeah, bread, bread, bread. He's got like a really fat, like little belly.
Like,
Eats a lot of carbs. Eats a lot of carbs. Bread, bread, bread. Don't steal or I'll stab your knees.
oh my god, I love him. Oh my god.
He's got really dense arms and back because he's just spinning this thing all day.
It's Monkey Win.
Monkey wins.
What's your name?
Monkey.
Oh,
Monkey.
no.
Or Barry.
Monkey or Barry? Which one do you like?
Most people call me Monkey. He calls me Barry. Points to the guy like serving people.
Do you like Barry?
Sure.
Do you like Monkey?
Yes.
You like Monkey more.
Eh. I like bread.
Should I call you Bread?
No.
Oh, okay. Monkey Barry. Barry Monkey.
Monkey Barry.
Monkey Barry. Monkey Barry.
Eh.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Oh.
Monkey Barry.
Guy's like, don't touch that monkey.
His name is Monkey Barry.
His name is Barry. What the hell are you talking about? He is a monkey.
Name is Monkey Barry. He
What
likes
about-
it.
Monkey or
No, he's
That-
deeply disturbed by that.
Harry.
Hey, don't touch the monkey. He's bitten fingers before.
Oh my god, I love him. Do you want some bread, Monkey Barry?
Bread. Bread. Oh, bread. Yeah.
Sir,
Not allowed the bread, but bread.
sir,
I'll get the bread at the end of the day.
sir, can I buy this monkey some bread, please?
Yeah, if you want.
I'd like to buy him bread.
Okay, you can buy an extra.
I then give him the bread.
Meow.
Oh my god, I love him. Okay, Monkey Barry.
He like takes it in his tail and he keeps cranking, but he has the bread in his tail and he's like,
And he's like- I love him. Oh, you can come to my sleepover. Monkey Barry. Yeah.
Wait for the inevitable one shot of Arwen's sleepover.
That's the ending. That's the finale. And if it's not, we're
Level
having
20.
words. It's
Arwen's
the
sleepover.
epilogue.
That's not great.
Don't worry, guys. You're all invited. It's okay.
For now.
Hey.
Can Neo come?
It depends if he's still Bao Sam or not.
Fair.
I would
You have
ask if I
acquired bagels.
don't know or not.
Woohoo!
Uh,
The
Cool. We have bagels.
toaster.
I think we need to find one of these lords. Them a question about this whole offering business. Because maybe we can just go with them and then speak to the dragon. But I think we need to find out who these lords are. One of them first. Is there like a public
Church.
service? Or yeah, maybe like a local church or something that we can just.
So the priest did mention a church,
Mhm.
and asking around, you get, you know, people point out, you get directions. It's quite easy to see from a distance. It's a very tall building. Again, it's this. Excuse me, it's this Gothic building, with very, very, very tall spires. And you begin to make your way across the city towards it. As you are making your way through the city, you spot an unusual sight. There's a man, just like a normal man, maybe in his sort of late 50s, early 60s, something like that. Except he seems to have a bunny's tail sticking out of the back of his trousers. And he's come storming out of a shop that you can see now is called Strange Glow's Antiquities, and a large poster in the window advertises Archibald Strangeglow willing to pay good money to adventurers for art pieces from exotic locations. But he storms across to his neighbour, who you can see seems to be some sort of herbalist shop. There is this large sort of vine growing from a pot up the side and across the top, and he starts banging on the door and shouting, Cassandra, what did you give me again? I've told you before, I will go to the guards. You can't keep giving me your stupid potions that do weird things to me. It's like, you come out here and you fix this now. You fix this now. It's like, I can see you in there. I can see you laughing.
I love
If you don't come out in there and fix this now, I will do it.
This isn't enemies to lovers.
I will. And he just after sort of a minute or so of banging on the door, he just gives up and storms back inside his shop.
I would like to go and see Cassandra, please.
Okay. Yeah, you head up to the door and you try the door. It's just now unlocked.
I love it.
Yeah, and you head inside. There is a small woman, probably maybe only 5'2", 5'3", something like that, just sort of sat on a chair behind a counter, just covered in potions and vials and plants and various other. It's just chaos. All the shelves are just there's plants, there's little stuff in bottle, and she is just cackling to herself.
Is she?
There are tears running down her face. She is having a great time.
Is she an old lady?
She is probably a similar age, sort of.
I love this duo.
Again, black hair with a little bit of grey in it, probably late 50s, early 60s, you reckon?
Okay.
Yeah, but as you come in, she starts sort of wipes a tear from her eye. Oh, what can I do for you, my dears?
I would like to just tell you how much I love you. You are.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
Amazing.
But I'm fairly sure we haven't met.
I don't know who that man is, but it seems you got a great thing.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
That's old Archie.
Archie.
He's very boring. So stuffy.
Is he? Oh.
He just oh god, he just goes on and on about his paintings and his statues. He just needs to lighten up. And he doesn't like me, so every now and again I just slip him a little something to brighten up my day. There was that. Did you see his bunny tail?
I did. That's why I'm here, and that's why I love you.
Well, can you guess why I did that?
Because he keeps hopping on about all of his antiques.
That would have been a no, but I thought he was a jumped up twat.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god.
And the other day, I called him an ass, and then I made him a potion that made him bray like a donkey for 24 hours.
I've never hugged anyone in my life.
Funny.
And I hug this woman. You are me in the future, and I love it.
Are you a budding potioneer as well?
Yeah.
No, I just love chaos.
Horrible.
Well, in that case, she reaches under the desk and pulls out an amphibian.
Oh, it's like a frog.
Good question. Is this a frog or a toad?
Do you want me to ask him? Are you a frog or a toad? Speak with animals still works.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
What do you flies?
He wants flies.
Oh,
Can
well,
I
listen to him. He's too greedy for his own good. But is he a frog or a toad?
What?
No, it's not a test. I'm just trying to work it out.
Oh, how big is he?
He's like this big.
Toad.
23.
See, that's interesting. Pardon?
23. Do I know if he's a frog or a toad?
He looks like a toad.
Boom. Toad. Toe in the hole.
Yes, you see,
Yeah.
that's interesting because toads are blamed for so many things and so many superstitions that if I can prove that all toads are in fact frogs, then toads will cease to exist, and therefore all those superstitions will be proved to be false.
Wait, hold on. You think
Right.
frogs don't exist?
Well, if I can prove that toads are in fact frogs, and that all toads are frogs, then toads cease to exist, and therefore any superstition revolving around toads becomes debunked.
Yeah, but I like
Yeah,
toads
but
because they're
then
fat.
also
But what
toad.
about a fat frog?
I love a fat frog.
You see, could be. Here, this is just a frog. You see what I mean? It's a semantical debate, but if you can prove that all toads are frogs,
I
then
think
all toad
It's
bad
not-
luck goes away.
frogs are.
Then all toads go away. There's no. That's a bit like saying like you've heard a rumor about your mate Barry. So if you kill your mate Barry, there's no rumor about him anymore because he's dead.
No, but you see, there are many superstitions revolving around toads, and toads being bad luck. So if you can prove that toads don't exist, then they can never cause bad luck because they
Why
are in fact frogs.
are we talking about toads?
Well, why not? Is there anything else? Did you want to talk about something else? Did you want to buy a potion?
No.
I can turn your eyebrows green.
Oh yeah.
I can make your nostrils grow in ringlets,
Free?
or your nostril hair grow in ringlets.
For free?
For free-ish.
No. Thank you though. Thanks for the offer. I have this
Hmm.
toad.
Sure, he just throws you the toad.
Ah! I don't want him.
All right, as you say that in midair, she just like waves her hand and this flies back to her.
Okay.
Well, you are confusing.
Thank you. Bye.
And she just
toad.
sort of like releases it onto the floor. Now, don't cause any trouble or bad luck until I've proved you're a frog. Is there anything I could do for you fine people?
I don't know why
Would it be
I'm
fair to say
here.
you're new in town?
I think so. I'm confused at this point.
I can always smell a traveller. And you guys look like the very exciting adventuring sorts.
Do I smell?
I'm, don't let me put you off him, but if you do happen to find anything valuable, Archie is stinking rich, so he will buy it from you. He likes sort of dragony stuff as well. You, my dear, points at Hugo, are fabulous. He might want to buy you. I don't, but I wouldn't worry about that. All he's got is gold and his annoying personality.
I can't handle this woman. Oh.
You, my dear,
I'm-
lovely.
I'm still trying to figure out the toads and frogs scenario. That's really racked my brain.
I want to come back.
Can't just-
You have a great sales pitch. You're mad as a box of frogs, and I love it. See, frogs. No
Frogs, not toads, exactly. And you seem like the kind of kindred spirit that wouldn't be insulted at being called mad. Excellent. So what can I do for you fine people new to the
You
city?
can come to my sleepover.
Oh, excellent. When is it?
Oh, at the end.
At the end. Perfect. A good time for it. A good sleep before the end.
Why can I see that's genuine? Like, I genuinely can see in my mind that that's genuinely the answer Arwen gave, and the woman was like, "All right, I'll put it in the diary." Like, Arwen breaking the fourth wall, and this woman just completely agreeing with the fourth wall.
She's like, yeah, I know exactly when that is.
Yeah,
Shuts it down.
and the thing is, you know that this woman's genuinely gonna turn up and be first through the fucking door. Like,
She'll be the first one there and the last one out.
yeah, like she knew when the end was. We don't. She does.
We've got no clue. She's the
She-
key.
One day
She's
she
the
just
best.
closes the shop up for the day and goes, "It's the end. I'm going to be late."
Oh, I love this.
Um,
Oh.
But yeah, okay. So we're new in town, and we need to speak to, and this is going to sound extreme, give me a minute, the Great One. Because we have business with a similar entity and think he might be able to help in our search.
All right, you want to speak to the Great One? I mean, he's kind of boring. I don't really understand what all the fuss is, but
Do you know
Each
of
their
any
own.
other dragons? Except
I've met 6 in my life.
which ones?
There was a blue one and a green one.
Which one was the green one?
The green one was called. I've quite forgotten. I'm sure it'll come back to
Did
me.
it begin with an S?
No, it began with a P.
Oh, I don't think we've met the same one then.
Paw, pa, pe, poo, pa, 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 pa. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Dragons.
Dragons. Yes, there was the blue one, the green one, the gold one. He was very nice.
Go.
Yes, and then I met a delightful black fellow like your companion here.
When?
Oh, years ago.
How many?
70, 90. You stop counting after a while.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't remember how many that is. Blue? Oh, who knows?
Anyway, so you haven't met amethyst one?
No, no. I mean, unless you count a blue and a red, they're sort of purpley if you put them together.
No. No, it's just one dragon, not two smushed together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every dragon is two smushed together, but
That is true.
you know. Yeah. Yeah. If we go to this church thing, a temple thing,
Oh yes, it's she starts spouting off directions that you've already heard.
lovely. Do you think we'll get? I don't know what I'm asking. How do you become one of them lords?
Ah,
What do you know of
no,
what we can
there is a very key ingredient to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's this thing called money. Have you got much of it?
No. What about that guy over there? Is he a lord of the dragons or what?
No, he's quite wealthy, but
But he's got money.
he does have money. Yes, he's just not really that interested. See, it is mostly those who are trying to, from what I understand, cozy up to Lord Syrax and to try and well, kind of get his favor and just they're all playing lovey-dovey and fighting each other to be his favorites, and then they get all the special treatment.
Who's Lord Syrax?
Lord Syrax is the Lord of Blackspire.
Oh, we just realised that, didn't we? Sorry.
Maybe we could just go to Lord Syrax, ask him if we can join him in going and speaking to the dragon.
Yeah.
Or maybe he
might as
can
well.
just tell us or maybe he can just tell us where the dragon lives when it's not there. Do you know where the Great One lives when it's not in the spire receiving offerings?
Oh well, when it's not flying around, it's marvelous to see. Very impressive, Emerald Dragon. When the light catches the wings, absolutely stunning. Reminds me of a summer's day when I was out for a walk, and there was this particularly.
Okay, but where does it land?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
when it's around the city, it generally lands at the top of the spire. It must have some sort of lair or something like that up there.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
thank you
But
very
it's
much.
very common to see, which is surprising. One of the reasons why
Okay.
one of the nice reasons
We
for
will
settling.
see you later.
Okay, keep an eye out for toads
I
or
will.
frogs.
I will bring the frogs to you.
Sure.
Cool.
If I can prove that they're not toads, it will be
Exactly.
very helpful.
Let's go,
Just
dudes.
if you want to prove that frog isn't a toad, shorter legs, rough back. Frogs, long legs, smooth back.
I love it. I knew I loved frogs more.
I know, but I'm trying to.
I
I'm
need
just
a frog leg
fine.
stretcher.
Oh no, that's mean.
Oh,
She
oh,
doesn't say
oh,
that.
Lord.
She doesn't say that.
Frog leg stretcher.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. She gets out some sandpaper for its back.
Oh,
God, that's horrible.
the wart.
Oh God.
Ugh. Um,
Right.
Hey-
Does anyone have any weird things to sell to the man over the road?
I think I did all this set. Do I still have that? No. Never mind. No. I have a dragon coin. I don't know what that is or what it does. I have
I believe that's from the Draconic Bank.
yes. Don't know what it does. It's just a coin with a dragon's head on it. Maybe I can blag that it's some kind of favorable token from a dragon. I have an idea. Could we just, if we think it lives, this dragon lives on the top of the spire, we're all quite stealthy people. Could we just sneak up to the top and ask him a question? Or figure out if the amethyst dragon's there?
Hmm. I mean, while we're in the city, we might as well go to the like uh the church thing as we, walked all the way over here. And then we'll
Yeah,
just go back. Just to see
yeah,
if we can like work out some things about him, maybe butter him up, make him think we love him.
yeah, yeah.
Tell him his wings look nice, something. If he likes that sort of thing. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan. I shall get prepared and we shall enact your plan next session. Assuming there are no hiccups. Sounds great.
Confirm. Either.
Ready to explore the city of Blackspire?
Very, very strange city.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, JJ.
Full
That
of
was a
great people.
very, oh, that was a very good session.